I'll right back with more Guys Above Britain. This is my chapter 4, Patrol 2, part 2, I think. That sounds right. Chapter 4, Patrol 2. Yeah, that's part 2. Yeah. Okay, so I've not moved. Well, no, I was just disengaging, wasn't I? I've not on been away, I just copied the bit across. So I've disengaged everybody. There's no hit checks to do. So we resume where we were. This was in the bombers order. There's no cruise orders to do, so we move straight on to the bomber formation. So we can now send everybody home, or we can go back and attack the bombers again. Remember, bombers have already dropped their ordnance, so we're not benefiting from any isolation tiles. Now we did okay. We got 2 bombers down. We've got 2 lone bombers left. One that only needs 2 more hits. One that's going to need 4 hits. So I'd like to get the 4 points, I think. But obviously that then introduces the escort reaction possibility of getting attacked by. Yeah, you're more than likely going to get something out of that, aren't you? You've got the ambush possibility, and I always just can't remember if we go through that, do we end up getting this? I can't just register that bit. Oh, so if I'm here just now, we would go. Sorry, where am I? Bomber formation. So if we go and do this, then you get escort reaction, then you get chase. It's not there, and then the patrol is not complete. So yeah, you do get to the raid vector step, which means that will move, and we will see that outbound. That first outbound marker. I don't think there's any channel patrol though. Check. There's not a number in there. There's not a black number in there either. So we're fine with that. In actual fact, there's a chance of the 109's reducing. To be honest, that's a 9 on this one. So not that that's probably going to matter. So our worst case scenario is, well, we could get some damage done to our fighters within. We could get an escort reaction. We could get an ambush. Sorry, we could get help arrives. We could get an ambush. And we could get a bad outbound marker. One positive I feel is the no sun. I think that's beneficial to us. Yeah, there's still nothing that interferes with us attacking bombers with the visibility, is there? There's nothing. I mean, this might well have been the first time that I've attacked bombers with no sun and clouds, but I mean, you can see it would affect us if we wanted to chase. And yeah, no, I don't think I missed anything. I hope not, because that would be a mess. Okay. And then, yeah, no hats, no issues, no pilots used any of their lucky charms or their veteran abilities, or had no need to do anything. So it does feel like we should go in again. I mean, is it just for 2 points though? Well, to be safe, you only need to put 3 on that and 5 on that. That's 8 pilots. We've only got 12. And 2 of these are jammed. So we need to be wary about the fact that if we're wanting guaranteed damage, then we maybe don't want to put them. So if we put 8, we've got 4 left. I mean, we could send some of them back to base, but I'm not so sure that's. Well, it probably is a wise thing to think about. Look at the pilots up there. I tell you what, maybe look at who's going to be fatigued next turn and who's not going to be fatigued. Maybe send them back to base. There's something to be said for that. Because it has frustrated me when I've had somebody in the fate box and he's ended up in the bailout box, and I've then checked immediately to see if he's fatigued, and then found out he's not, and think, damn. So I mean, I could look through all the pilots there, pick out 4 that are not. I mean, hopefully, maybe the guys that I've got jam guns, who are they? Red 2 and Red 3. Red 2 and Red 3 are Ainsley and L. Who's L now? Is that a new one? Order. Well, there you go. I mean, well, actually, Lauder is going to be fatigued. What is this? This is Patrol 2, isn't it? Yeah, he's flown in patrol 1 and 2. So he is going to be fatigued, so it doesn't really matter so much about him. And then what did I say? What was the other one? Ainsley. Ainsley's going to be fatigued as well. So both of them, but maybe find one that's not going to be fatigued and let him just go home so that he's there for the next round. I don't know, do we need to... It does sound like a sensible thought, especially when are we going to get 3 more points? The best place that we're going to, I suppose, try to get that from is from this isolate tile. But we would have 4 more fighters, but remember 2 of them have got jam guns, and I wouldn't want to put any of the jam guns on these because these are what were 1 guaranteed. So it would mean the 2 jam guns one would be up there, and that's just a hit and hope, isn't it? Yeah, there's probably something to be said for sending some of them home. However, Grant being the way he is... Well, actually, I'm going to have a look. See if I can be smart here. And see if, looking at the guys that are not going to be fatigued, and maybe see if I consider sending them back. Okay, so there is... I've just moved them... Well, I'll move these that way, and then these that way. So we've got one... This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. All the guys won't be fatigued next turn. Out of the 6, I could send 4 of them home because we only kind of need 8 to take our 2 points. And then that way, if there is escort reaction, the guys that are going to get targeted are going to be fatigued next turn. I'm still hoping nothing terrible is going to happen to them, but if they happen to end up in the bailout book, now hold on here though. Because we've got 2 jammed guns, yeah, that's why I was hoping they were fatigued. So I can't really count them, can I? So I can only send 2 home, can I? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and then I'll have the 2. Yeah, so I can only send 2 of these guys home. Is that silly? I could just put the 2 jam gun guys on. I could randomly... Well, I could add them for a little backup if I really wanted to, because we definitely want these 2 points. We don't want to miss out on these 2 points. Or I could randomly select either 1 or 2 of them to just go for one of these in the hope that we get a cockpit or a catastrophic result. It can happen. We just drew a cockpit one last part again, so it can happen from time to time. It'd be really lucky in that case, but you know what? I'm pretty lucky with things in this game, so why not? I think I might consider this, because if I keep the other 2, I've got 2 jammed and 2 not jammed. I can't guarantee them that I can in anything. I'm going to do this. So I'm going to take 2 of these 6 guys that we've got here and send them home. Just return them to base. Doesn't matter which ones. Do I want to keep... I probably want to keep the what's some Lucky Charm guys if I can. Well, that's 2 and 3. So he's actually a Lucky Charm. He's not. He's just a regular pilot. So let's put him back. Keep him. Green 2 is not got a Lucky Charm. He's a veteran though. Green 3. Oh no, sorry, I'm looking on the wrong side. See, this one's here. Green Leader does have a Lucky Charm, so I really don't want to take him, don't think. So I've got Blue Leader does have a Lucky Charm. And then Blue 2 is a veteran. So why don't I take these 2? These are 2 regular pilots that won't be fatigued next turn. I'm going to send them back to base. Let's do it. Let's do something sensible. So these are going back to base. One was blue, one was yellow. Yeah, okay. And then the rest are going to go in, and then we're only going to Actually, I've got 10 pilots because I remember I've still got the 2 jam ones. I'm only going to concentrate on these 2. So let's bring out. Well, actually, I can just come in from the starboard. So we're going to attack this one first, probably, and then this one, and then yeah. I mean, I might have something on this. Doesn't matter if it was this one or the other one. Actually, does it? Well, yeah, no, I don't think it does. But there's only going to be, at most, it's the 2 jam guys that are going to be up here. Just trying their luck, really. Trying their luck. Right, so let me set up what's going on this. Right, just a slight issue there. Red 3 is the only green pilot I've got. He has jam guns. So, and red leader is his backup. But I can't really... Well, you could put them together if you wanted a backup. Because what are we saying? We're going to put 3 on this. And... No, hang on. Yeah, 3 on that and 5 on that. That's 8. That's what we're going to do. So, why don't we put an extra one on one of them? I don't think it's necessary, but... Which one would be best? 3... I think it would be best putting the extra one on this. So what I mean by that is, let's put red 3, which has got the jam guns, then his leader. That's 2. The other jam guns guy I'm going to use elsewhere, and then the rest doesn't really matter, does it? Who goes on what? Really, I don't think. I don't think it matters what I need. I just want 3 up there, don't I? So, sorry, hang on. That one's low ammo, and then we just go 1. He's low ammo. 2 low ammo, and then 3 low ammo. And then just, I mean, I could put him in here as well for backup, I suppose. I guess I'm just thinking, why not have a pot shot at 1? But, I mean, let's just say we get 2 misses in here. We get 2 misses, and that's it. So at least we've got an extra chance. There is a chance of getting 2 misses. Okay. Will we do it this way? I think I'd rather have him near the end, though. I don't think it... Does it matter? I think I'd just rather have him at the very last, actually. Yeah, because we can attack with his leader first anyway, and then just have him with the jam guns at the end, as a sort of like, oh my god, it's all went horribly wrong, but we've got this last chance at the back, and he can still be protected by his leader, even though he's in front of him. He can still use his veteran privilege. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's probably better having that, rather than have this guy going, trying to shoot something luckily down. That way, we're not being greedy here. We're looking for 2 more points to get 4 from the patrol, which isn't brilliant. But when you're not getting isolated tiles, yeah, that one I got 6. I must have been, yeah, things must have went perfectly, I think. Because I mean, you can only have 12 aircraft, so I don't know. I must have been getting a lot of catastrophic results in that one or something, because you can see I'm fighting away here to get 4 points. Just, no, mine's 6. Well, I should get 4. Come on, right? Will we go with that? Is that us? Yeah, I was tempted again just to move that guy, red 2, just move him out of the way, but Should we scour the discard pile? Grant, you're terrible. Right, there's only one card in the discard pile. The bomber deck is about halfway through. There's only one card in the discard pile that is a miss on the bottom row, middle column. And I'm pretty sure this is one that Stu said there was only 3, but I might have just made that up somewhere along the line. So if there is, that means that there's 2 still to come. So imagine getting 2 in there. Gives me another shot. And this, well, if I've got 2 in here, this is giving me another shot as well, isn't it? So I think I'll stick with this. Right, what will we do first then? I don't know. Does it matter? Let's go for the bottom one first then. So let's do Yellow Leader. So bottom row, middle column, just looking for some damage. Well, there you go, the first one. So jammed collision check, no fatigue. Well, as well doing the collision check first. This worries me. We've had 2 of these throughout the game. One quite recently. Right, 2 ones together. Okay, so jammed. Right, well there's a miss right away. For Yellow Leader. This is jammed resolve. Oops. So yeah, you can see. I mean, if we only had the 5 on this now, we'd be panicking a little bit. Because one more of them, and then that would be us knackered. So that's now 2 misses away. I think there was maybe only 1 left, and we've got just under half the deck left. So hopefully it'll go smooth from now on in. But okay, so yellow 2, same thing, bottom row, middle column. Right, that's hit and low ammo, damage and low ammo. So he goes no ammo, and we draw damage. Oh, after all that, wow. Well, I could have done with that up there somewhere. Oh, that's a bit boring. I shouldn't complain, but it's like, right, I'm clearly quite lucky at drawing that as well. I wonder how many there is. There must be more than 1. I mean, I've not drawn it that many times, but that's twice in the... Well, no, did I not just draw one in the last part? I think I did, didn't I? Okay, well, like I say, I'm not doing anything underhand here. I'm just drawing chits out the cup. I'm stirring them about, I'm not looking. I know that time I said I'd glance across, it was just my eyes took me that way, but then my eyes then go taken away from there while I shuffled them up. But the fact I then still drew the what is it, cockpit one at that time. So this was yellow 2, wasn't it? And well, yeah, I know I marked him low ammo first, but you know that I'll clearly deal the damage first. But I suppose you shouldn't. Well, it's meant to be. I'm sure it's simultaneous anyway. I'm sure it's simultaneous. We still, you know, it's the same. Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, so that was yellow 2 that's got bomber kill number 3. Now we've got 4 fighters here just wasted. But you can't predict that, can you? So yellow 2 is Hall. He's got a lucky charm already. That's only his first bomber kill actually, and he's got 1 escort kill. But he was the one that started with the lucky charm from the beginning. So he's been with us from the beginning. No, just a delivery. Who did I say? Hall. Did I mark him up? Yeah, I did. Right, I know on the other side we're marking up our 3rd point, 3rd bomber kill. Right. Okay, so that's undone, isn't it? So these now all need to... Well, I don't know if I should... Well, you're maybe better hunting down the other miss, if there is a third miss, finding it out. Well, as long as there is only one more miss to come, that should be fine, shouldn't it? If that is the right number. There isn't many of them, I know that for sure, yeah. Right, I'll just carry on down here. So green leader, just going through the motions. Dorsal gunner hit low ammo, so just low ammo for him. No damage can be done. Moving on. Green 2, dorsal gunner hit low ammo. That's him, no ammo. Red leader, dorsal gunner hit. You can't do that. That's actually quite good. They're all being dorsal gunner hits because you want chances of the other one. And then finally, red 3. Yeah, if this was a dud, it'd be good. Oh, he gets return fire. Well, no, it's got to be a green hit, isn't it? Yeah, that's not what we wanted. Dorsal gunner hit doesn't do an in. Yeah, I mean, I suppose. Yeah, he's low ammo. And he's getting return fire. So if it was a green hit, though, it can be prevented. So return fire. So anything that's not a normal hit would be nice. Stick in again. Stick in. Here we go. No, it isn't. Oh, it's just a 4, though. That'll do. If I've got to have a hit, I'll take a 4. So no more duds drawn there, though. So, right, let's keep going. So green 3, bottom row, middle column, hit, damage, damage and low ammo. He goes no ammo, and this will be the third hit. See if we get that cockpit again. That'd be freaky. Right. So wing's got a chance actually. And we've got an engine. There's an engine down the bottom. Doesn't matter because the next hit's going to kill him anyway. And so a 10 to finish us off early, or 10 or higher. No, not 3. So that was it. It was just damage, low ammo. He's done. So we got blue leader, bottom row, middle column. Right, there's the third miss anyway. Blue leader is not green, so that's good. So that's just a nothing. Let's hope we are right, and that was the one that Stu talked about there being 3. There's not many cards left. Right, bottom row, middle column. Yeah, that's dorsal gunner hit, low ammo. So that's him destroyed. He's no ammo. That's blue 2. I get the feeling that must be 3, just 3 hits, 3 no hits anyway. Blue 2. Blue 2 is O. That's Steed, Andrew. He's only had 1 bomber kill as well. He's been with us from the beginning as well. So just 2 bomber kills he's got. That's number 4. That's as much as we're getting, I think. And that's that. And then we've got this card still to draw. He's got jam. Oh, no, I've got damage marker. Destroyed marker, sorry. So red 2 to finish. Yeah, would be damage if, well, I don't need to check that because he's got jam guns. He's also going low ammo here, but that's going to be irrelevant. I got them at the cup there. And that's him. Done and dusted. Right, well there's only 2 cards left in the deck, so my guess is that is probably right then, that there's only 3 no damage results. So yeah, bit gamey looking through the discard pile looking for them. Another one of those. Which it doesn't specify in the rules, but it's maybe one of the things that's not really that great spirit in the game, but I don't know, you kind of drift into these things a little bit. Start thinking that way, don't you? Well, maybe some of you don't. I don't like all that, but it's not. I wish it was. I suppose I wish it was in the rules. You're not allowed to do that. You know, then, you know, if it did say you weren't allowed to look through the discard pile, it could quite easily say that in the rules. Some games do that, don't they? I mean, I can see the top card of the discard pile, but there's ways of dealing with that as well, isn't there? You could, I don't know. I think there's ways of dealing with it. But some of you have got good memories and could memorise it all, and or follow it as you're going through, couldn't you? And then know that there's only one to come. It's like counting cards, really, isn't it? It's just, that's some of you are good at that. I'm not good at that either, but okay. So we've done. We're going to disengage. Oh, let me take the cubes away. Right, so that's us disengaged. I've just left them lying there. I moved the destroying markers up there. That's as much as we're going to do. Yeah. So we've got one hit check to do for red 3, and that's a 4. So as long as we break that, oh, just close, trivial. There you go. Okay. So we survived all that. Kind of cheekily move on and leave them lying here. Maybe. Well, now we know it's a bit different. Escort help arrives anyway. It's a bit different to how I was thinking about it. So it might be easier because it means that I'm not having to put them back. So yeah, let's just move on. I'll leave them lying there. They're not engaged to anything, but yeah, they're fine. So moving on, right? So we've got escort reaction. We've got heavy stations in the starboard and the high, and we've got clouds as well. I actually don't think that does much though, does it? It means I think you can't chase back in and things, which we're not going to do. Right, we don't want to see high or starboard or ambush. Right, that's a bad one. So we're getting 2 and 2, and then the high one's going to reduce, and that's going to be that. So this 10, I really don't think it's that relevant, but yeah, 4 help arrive though, that's a bit, well, maybe just as well we send the 2 guys back home. Because the visibility is clouds roll a die. If the number rolled is equal to or higher than the number in the clouds icon, the raid vanishes in the clouds. Right, let's just roll a die first, and then if we don't get equal to or higher, then we don't need to bother doing anything. Right, that's just a 6, so nothing happens. I don't. Now I'm reading that, of course. The raid vanishes in the clouds. Remove formations from the interception map. They are lost contact. Escort stations are not affected, and neither is the bomber formation area. Chase is no longer permitted during this patrol. Do not check for clouds escape again. But if the number rolled is less than the printed number, there is no effect, and that's what's happening. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have done anything anyway if we had it. So we've got starboard and high. They're both heavy 109s, so it doesn't matter how I do it. Well, we've got 4, right, so we've got 4 cards to draw. So let's do it that way. So we're getting 4 Luftwaffe advantage cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, we've got them all here. And we're going to pick 4 targets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll re-roll the rest. Yeah, because these are all 109s anyway. So it doesn't matter, yeah. And they're both heavy. Well, hang on, no, Grant. I suppose technically you should do the 2 first. Well, they're both heavy 109s though. They're both going to be exactly the same results. But I suppose if we had a heavy and a light here, we would have to differentiate between which station it was, wouldn't it? And in fact, do we still need to? No, because the sun's... Or if the sun was in this position, we would need to know which 2 cards were doing that, wouldn't we? Doesn't really matter in this case, but... yeah, I kind of feel like I want to just draw the 2 starboard ones first and deal with them. But, like you say, Grant, it doesn't matter. Right, let's pick the first one. This is the first starboard one. Nine's too many, is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's not. 9. That's going to be red leader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So red leader. Well, can't I just do it like... Yeah, I'd probably prefer just doing it the way I've been doing it. But then you've got to track the number, aren't you? Well, I could put the 4 cards there, right? And then we're doing starboard then high. So this is the first card, right? And then this guy... Problem is, I can't send this guy back. Because he can't be selected again. So let's just pack them all in, is it? So that's his card. Right. And now we're rolling a 1 to 9 for the second card. And again, this would be starboard, but 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be yellow leader. So yellow leaders go in there, these jam guns. And then now we're rolling an 8. Now this would be for the high station. It's a 9 reroll. 3 is going to be blue 2. He's got that was no ammo. In fact, did I knock that one over as well? No, I think that one might be low. Yeah. I think I'd prefer to have just done one at a time here and use my dice. But the problem is, I then put them back. I would not be able to put them back. Well, you could put them off to the side. Right, anyway, so let's carry on. Hopefully that guy's does have low ammo, or hopefully he doesn't get picked. That's a 9, that's no good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need just up to 7. That's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, it's not selected, that guy, anyway, because I might have nudged that over. So that's the 4th one. And he's got no ammo. Right. Okay, so that's the 4. But like I say, if things were slightly different out there, you'd have to differentiate between the stations, wouldn't you? But these are all heavy. There's no sun involved. Yeah, don't think it matters. So I'm going to start with this one because that's how we've done it, and yeah, I've no space here for all this as well. Right, let's do this one first. Right, so red leader, well, low ammo. Red leader. Yeah, he's all packed up with a nice little lucky charm, so that's good. Remember, we had clouds, no sun. Tailed by a Swarm, German fighters are 110s, they are not. So Tailed by a Swarm is the first one. Tailed by a Swarm. Here we go. So what do you want to do? I think maybe just evade, because we could also use, when you know these veteran abilities, okay, still a pluck available, but follow my lead cancels an icon when you do evade. So that's pretty strong. So we've got basically we could cancel 2 hits here. Or sorry, we could cancel 2 icons. 1 through follow my lead if we evade, and 1 with a lucky charm. So I think that means it's a bit of a, we don't need to shoot things down. So I'm going to evade. So let's evade. So 2-tailed cards, independent, 109s against independent. Looks pretty decent. Yeah, I don't know though. I mean, it's not green. I mean, do we just take that and let it linger on a bit? We're not going to take a hit. I mean, we would have to cancel that, or remember the follow my lead will not let us to look at that, whereas the lucky charm will. I think we'd probably just take that, and then because he's going to get a reduction anyway. Doesn't mean we're going lost contact, but I don't care about that either. There's no ambush in the card. No, there is not. So yeah, I mean, if it was just a rota, I think I probably would take this and cancel that. But I think I'm going to take that. lingers a bit. So green hat does nothing. He then reduces due to the evade. We're then going to round 2, and then this is where he should be marked lost contact. I'm going to then evade again. We're going to draw 2 more tailed cards, and same again, same place again. Right, so this is a hit and reinforcements. I don't think I want that. Oh, a green hit and a reduction. That's what I'm wanting. So he's not green. So this is going to reduce to a rota, and then automatically reduce again. And like we say, he's not green. So that then goes away. So we're then going to round 3. I'm going to evade again. 2 more tail cards. Yeah. Right, so not so good this time. I knew he was going away as well. It doesn't really matter which one I pick here, does it? So yeah, well, I'll just take that. So it's a vanish and a hit, right? So he vanishes, and we've got a hit to take. So we could cancel it with Follow My Lead, but then that uses his veteran privilege. So I think we're better cancelling it with his Lucky Charm, aren't we? Well, no, that plus we take the hit and have a look at it first. I think so, because I don't think I'm going to use his Lucky Charm again. We're heading home. The only other thing that could happen is this outbound marker could come up with something. And remember, now that we can't be targeted again, we know for sure that has been confirmed and blah blah blah. This guy can't be targeted again, and the help arrives. So that's not going to happen. So yeah, so I'm going to take the hit and then have a look at it and possibly cancel it. Probably cancel it. And it is a hit, it's not a return fire. So it's an 8 to the fuselage, yeah. I'm chucking that away. So we're going to use his Lucky Charm, and it is Red Leader. I wonder if we had anybody else and that got chosen there that's got Lucky Charms as well. So that's him done. He's now going to go lost contact. So he goes up here with he's got low ammo, and that's it. That goes back. Right, that's round 1 done. Yeah, let me just look at these 3 guys. What have we got? Yellow Leader. He's got a Lucky Charm and a veteran. Blue 2. And Blue 2 is a veteran, so he's got the ability to ace, and he will be evading because he's no ammo. And Green 2 is a veteran as well. We've done alright there, and these are both got no ammo. Right, so I was kind of doing them in this order, so I'm going to do Yellow Leader next. That's how I drew the cards, so I felt like it should be done that way. It's maybe not such a big deal, but Grant has his ways. So here we go. 109s. Tailed by a swarm again. Section only, green pilot. It's not a section only, so tailed by a swarm of 109s. Again. So same thing. And like I say, he's a veteran pilot with what do you call it? Lucky Charm. So I think again it's just easy to do that. Right, so evade 2 tail cards again. Independent. Oh, it's a good one. So we don't want that. We're just going to take that one. It's just going to vanish. So no need to use any stuff. That vanishes. That drops off, and that was only 1 round, so he can settle back into where he was without the fear of getting targeted again as well. Alright? That's right. Yeah. Okay, and then the third one is Blue 2. He's got no ammo. He is a veteran now. He doesn't. Oh, hang on. What's yellow 2? Blue 2. He's a veteran. He doesn't have a lucky charm though, so it's really the follow my lead bit here. Okay, it's not been tailed though, so however, Hun and the Sun's not going to happen. Head on against a Rota, Hun and the Sun, Queerer Haze only. It is not, it's no Sun, so this doesn't apply, so it's head on against a Rota. He's no ammo though, so that's a bit of a bummer, because he might have had a chance of shooting one down. As long as he survives. Yeah, and we don't get the benefit of the follow my lead. Okay, so this is a head-on card. 109's against an independent. Head-on and 109's. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. Vanish and low ammo. Well, he's got no ammo. Okay, you can vanish. Result. And that finished in round 1 as well. So he can go back into some position up there somewhere. Yeah, back in here. Right, only one more to go. Everyone's went well. And yeah, like I say, this guy is also a veteran without a lucky charm. So here we go. Tailed by a Swarm. Hun and the Sun doesn't apply. There's no Sun. So tailed by a Swarm, so he will be able to benefit from the follow my lead. Hopefully. So yes, we do evade. 2 tailed cards. Independent. Yeah, that's a bad one. I guess we had to find some though. Eh? So, well, you don't want that, Grant, do you? So you've got to take that. So we're taking a hit, however. Follow my lead. When tailing a dogfight, cancel an icon result on the dogfight card pile must be an independent area fighter. Or be successfully done. The maneuver must be evade. Yeah. So we're going to cancel that hit with his privilege. And that is green 2, that is C, that's Schmidt, that's Hal. So stop that bit, but there's a bit more to get through here, Hal. So that was that. I cancelled the hit, and then it's an automatic reduction because of the evade. However, that is now us going into round 2 because there's still 3 on us, so a bit more to do here. However, no hits. He's going lost contact. We're going to evade again, but well, no ammo, so it's a no-brainer, isn't it, really? But now we've nothing to sort of protect him. So here we go. Well, it's a hit or a hit and a reduction, so we've got to go that way, I feel. Yeah, it's not really a choice, is it? So this reduces to 2. Then now we've got to take a hit this time. So let's see if I can keep things sweet here and just draw a nice little 8. Ouch. Right, okay, that's bad. And then automatic reduction at the end here. So now we've got to check this 8. And this is the downside to using it, as he's not got his pluck if he should need it. But surely you have to cancel the hit. I would think so. Anyway, here we go. An 8 to beat. Yes, go on, Hal. Well done. Trivial. Chuck that away. We don't need that. Right, we're not finished though. He's still got 1 left on us. But yeah, we can evade. And we're going into the next round with no hits. Yeah. So should end here unless there's reinforcements, but is it going to end in style? No, it's not. So we've got a hit or a hit and a reduction. Then it doesn't matter which one we pick, really. We'll take the hit and reduction because this was going to automatically reduce anyway. So you've got to survive one more, Hal. One more hit here. Well, you drew an 8 there. You're due something a bit smaller than an 8, I would think. It's only fair, eh? A 5. Mind you, this might be where it doesn't go so well. Right, let's do it. A 5. Yes, easy. Double figures all the way. Excellent, well done. So trivial as well. So Hal's going to go on lost contact as well up here with no ammo, which is fine. Doesn't care. So we got through all that. That was 4 cards, no issues. This station's going to reduce. 109s, yeah, and the high station reduction, and then there's no movement with nothing in ahead. Well, ahead's not empty, and there's nothing in lead, and there's no ambush on the card, so that is done. Oops. Okay, that was a terrible time to get interrupted and dragged away for an hour or so. Unfortunately, it had to be so. Because I'm almost about to wrap this up. Yeah, I drew the chase card, and I remember just as I was just quickly drawing away, we'd just finished the escort card. We got 4 helper eyes, no. We got a reduction here. We got no ambush, and chucked the escort card away. Done with that. So we're now on the chase step. We have 2 aircraft up there. Lost contact. I'm just going to put this marker back. Red leader. It's warm. And chuck these away because these guys are just going back as well to return to base. Yeah, we're not bothering anymore. We're going to take our 4 points. It looks like we've survived all the grief. I think we might have an outbound marker just to maybe catch us on the way out. Patrol complete, well no, because we've still got these guys here. Fuel, so we need to spend a fuel point. You know what? Again, I'm going to drag these guys out of the way. I understand that there's a box there for all that, and it's a procedure you need to do, but I think you also understand that it's quite easy just to take them away and speed things up a little bit. And yeah, somebody say, well, why probably Stu in particular, why not get rid of the cards, Grant? Well, they keep me ticking over. Yeah, I know I'm still showing up at I have to try and avoid that. I'm going to try and stop that and just look at them myself. Right, escort recovery, there's none of that to do. Escort exit, well there is technically. There's a 9 to the 109s, they're both 109s. So I'll do the starboard one first. 8, just one shot, and the high one is in fact a 9. So it's going away. Oh, maybe we will come back in. I'm kidding, I think. Am I? Yeah, I mean there's nothing to like drag you back in either, really, is there? There's not like something with. And you still got the starboard station. You see, I drew 2 cards that time. Yeah, no, stop, Grant, stop. Don't do it. Right, there was no channel patrol number. We looked at that earlier just to see. Reform. Yeah, sorry, I'm putting the card up there again. Right, red vector. So it is going to move into here. Nothing fancy. And let's see what we get. Right, it's a straggler. Yeah, our lost contact guys are gone though. So, yeah, I don't think we're not allowed to go after that. No, we can't. So it just goes back. Thought it was Messerschmitts at first. That would have got something. So that's fine. Sorry, that was the red vector, and then yeah, actually it tells you there. Maybe this is a bit that I missed, and I think I might have referred to this before and missed it before. Once all markers in the raid track space have been revealed and applied, go to card 35, swirl again. And that's probably where I've been caught out. And I've been saying that. There's nothing there to tell us, but maybe. And I'm still showing you the cards. Sorry, swirl again. Yeah, so we're going to go back to card 12, which turns into card 18 because we have no orders to give, and now we've got unengaged fighters here. These are all returning to base. And then there's no escort reaction after that, there's no chase after that, and the patrol is complete. Okay, and then we go to card 36. So, although I've not dealt with the ammo markers and things down here. Okay, yeah, well, while I'm going over that, I had 2 or 3 little comments there. One interesting one. Well, no, they're all interesting. One that's got me thinking, oh, and I've had to ask for a wee bit more info on it. And it is, again, sometimes Stu makes it slightly difficult to understand what his comments are. There's one comment in there where he's talking about a bit that little part where I started talking about comments that were made and we were going over the escort reaction, blah blah blah. This was also before we had confirmation that the designer had made a mistake in a previous thread. Blah blah blah. So yeah, and I don't know what Stu's comment was. It was it was just something. It had a timestamp, but I couldn't work it out. So basically, just got a reply. Don't know what you're on about. You'll need to sometimes give me a bit more information. Sometimes maybe you're thinking about something and you need to make it a little clearer to me. A little clearer. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just dumb. Just make it a little clearer. Okay, so the interesting one though that he brought up was something I thought about a while back, and again he's only just said, right, there was only one sun marker anyway, wasn't there? Where's the other one? There. Again, he's been a little brief about his comment. There's no timestamp to this one, but my understanding is, I mean, it's clear. I think he says that veterans get a +1 to each die roll in the fate box. So I'd wondered about this, and Tim had commented that he felt that because it says a die roll, like a single die roll, that it could. And what we're talking about here, and what I think Stu's meaning, like again, I suppose I may have this wrong, but I think what he's saying is if we've got a veteran pilot in there that's got a puck available, and he's rolling on this 7-12, then let's just say he rolls a 6. He uses his pluck to get a 7. So, no, that doesn't work. Hang on. Right, let's rethink that. Yeah, we need to have a fire to upgrade it to a crash, I think. So, let's say he rolls a 3, and he uses his pluck to upgrade it to a 4. So he gets a crash result. So we now come down in here, and that was what I was querying was, does he now get a pluck ability in here when he makes this die roll? And I think that Stu is saying that he does. He should get a +1 ability in here and +1 there. Now, I was pretty happy with Tim's explanation of that said that it does say just one die roll, and this is 2 separate die rolls, so it shouldn't really apply. And I kind of accepted that, but Stu's come in and said that, at least, like I say, that's my impression of what he's meaning. So I've asked him to kind of confirm it, like, is there a thread out there, or is there something in the rules that that states that, because it's, yeah, I think we need a little bit more than that. Certainly, I had a quick search BGG to see, but I couldn't. It's one of the ones I wasn't sure what to type in to search for. So it might be that it's out there. So hopefully he'll come back with something more than just that. I mean, we could all have ideas of how it works, but if it's not clearly written in the rules, generally you need the main man or main men, women, designers, because there's 2 designers in this game, isn't there? To come along and sort of clear it up for you, That's what you're looking for. Okay, so I'll see what comes from that. We'll see how that moves on. There was another one. I got a reply from a question. Right, no, I've not spoke about that, have I? Or did I? Yeah, I think I did that. Yeah, because as I mentioned about, I thought it was quite interesting that Tim thought about the chase. Yeah, the chase, and I went and posted the question on BGG that if we needed a 5, and let's just say, okay, so it's a sort of shot in a million, eh? Well, not a million, but I don't know what the odds are of rolling 2 4s. I'm sure it's not that ridiculous odds, but anyway, if we needed the 5 and rolled 2 4s, and we had a veteran pluck ability, my thought was that we could make one of them a 5, but the other one's a 4, and you've got to pick the lowest number. So, but Tim's view was that you look at the 2 4s, you select the lowest number, which is one of the 4s, and you upgrade it to a 5. I thought, you know what, he's got something there. That's the thing with it again. Is it just his view on things? And maybe Stu's like talking about this veteran pluck. It might be just his view, and I know Stu likes to use his house rules, so that's the way he's going to play it, blah, blah, blah. But I want to know how it's meant to be played. And this is another one, and like I say, it's something that's not going to come up. You know, it's going to be a rare case. You know, you need 2 4s here, but here you need to be 2 5s. And here, well, it could be 2 6s, that you roll. But does that work? But unfortunately, we got one response, and it was just it was a yes, and then reference page 50, which tells you that you can pluck the chase. That's all. So you never gave me. So I've basically added a little bit to that to say that, yeah, I understand you can get +1, but you know what we're asking here is if there's 2 4s, does making one of them a 5, is that enough? Is that enough to make it work? You know, that's what. So we'll await on that one. What else do we have? Yeah, there was there was another comment about me looking at the where was it? I can't remember what fate box it was, and I was talking about using the pluck to avoid. It might have been here, maybe. No, it wasn't. It must have been one of the ones with 3. What it was I could use my pluck to get out of the fire and into a crash, basically. Say it was this one here, and we'd rolled a 7. Now, should I use my pluck here? Well, here's the thing. If Stu's right about his thing, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to get a +1 in here, and I'm going to get a +1 in here. Assuming I'm understanding what he's meaning. Now, yeah, I've sort of interrupted things here. I've got this RTV sequence card line, the fuel line there. Yeah, I've just got carried away with things. Right, let's wrap this part up. So yeah, and where am I going again? Yeah, and anyway, what it was I looked at it and I thought, right, should I use this +1 here, or should I keep it for here? And like Tim had mentioned, there was no where we were looking, there was no possible benefit to me not changing from a fire to a crash. And it's when I watched it back, I thought, you know what, Grant, it's like clearly you would clearly use it then. I want to say it might have been one of these, the wing or the fuselage maybe, because these are sort of different numbers. But anyway, but he did highlight the fact that, yeah, you would clearly use it there because there was no benefit you using it on the second die roll. But interesting to await some more information on if you do get the +1 in both of the die rolls. But I need a bit more, Stu. I need something to look at more than just you. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you don't know your stuff. I'm just saying that there's nothing in the rules that states that. Like Tim says, it talks about a die roll, not plural, not dice rolls, you know, like multiples. So we need a bit more to look at, I think that. Okay, so fate checks is none. Fuel checks is none. Well, there would have been some. Well, there wouldn't have been some, but they would all been in there and they're all safe. Channel recovery check, there was none. Just putting the fuel back along. And then we've got pilots update. Well, yeah, I think after that first time when I sort of sneaked another pilot in, I'm not going to do that again. We've got 4 pilots set aside over there. Okay, so we should have 16 up here. And they should all be up here now. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm going to leave them where they are and we'll just suffer. Well, we had a little smart return when we were looking at pilots that weren't going to be fatigued, and we took them out of the action. Didn't look like it mattered because nobody got hurt, but it could have. Yeah, it could have. They could have got hurt, and then they get hurt and they're able to fly the next mission. They're in the bailout box, they can't. Then that was quite a. I thought it was a reasonable thought to do that. Anyway, so we don't. Yeah, we're not going to. There's nobody to scratch out, and we don't need to update anybody. So tallying points, and we'll get this part finished. No, not that side, Grant. The side that you were on. Just the 4 points. We weren't able to get the bombers. Nothing we could do about it. Sometimes it comes out like that. To be honest, we've not had that many. I'm sure others have had many more than I have had. So no, that was I put the 0 in there. I would say we can benefit from any of them. We've only got 1 escort kill. No more escort kills from quite a while back. We did, however, kill 4 bombers. So that is our total for this patrol. No bailouts again, no wounded and no killed though, so they're nice stats. So yeah, starting back, chapter 4, we've flown 2 patrols, we've got 11 points. Now, to keep this excellent, we need 8-point-something points per patrol, because we need 65. 8, just over 8. Whatever it is. So I've only got 11 points when I should have 16 and a bit. So we're behind. We're behind a little bit. But I'm sure, going by how we've managed throughout, that we can turn this around. I mean, there's only, I say turn it around. We've only flown 2 patrols. We've got 6 more to go. So I think we can do this. Right, I'm hoping to get one more part in tonight, or maybe even squeeze the whole patrol in. Who knows? Maybe. We shall see. Yeah, that was all done. So yeah, I've just got to get deck shuffled up and sort things and look at pilots and fill things out. Okay, so I'll be back shortly with chapter 4, patrol 3, part 1. Shortly. Cheers.